Hi yogis, welcome to Soul Factory. My name is Leah Lynn, and this is going to be a 15-minute yoga sequence to free your shoulders. You don't need any props. You might need a block to sit on. Otherwise, you're good to go. Let's get started. Seated, you can sit on something. I like to sit on a block, placing that block between the ankles. And just arrive in a place that you can sit up tall. So whether that means you need to stand or kneel or sit on a cushion, let's just find our way to a tall spine. You can relax your arms and shoulders first to just check in. Are your shoulders rolling forward? Are they slouched and hunched? See if you can draw the shoulders to the back of your body and turn your palms to face forward. Good. Let's take a deep breath in. Audible breath out. Do it again. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Inhale, breath, moving the shoulders back and down. Exhale. Let's get started. Reach your arms out wide, and then bring your right arm across your body and scoop your left arm underneath. Begin to press your two arms together strongly to create some more resistance. Good. Now when you create that resistance, breathe into the center of the feeling in the back of your right shoulder. So inhale, directing that breath to the upper back. Exhale, slightly drawing down your right shoulder. You might even lift the skull and take the head a slight tilt to your left. Good. Now let's inhale, open up the arms. And exhale, lace the hands together behind your back and pass your hands to your left hip. Nice. Now you've got a little bind, a little lock. You can perhaps already feel a little stretch there in your right shoulder. If you do, just stay and breathe. If you want a little bit more, you can press forward with your left hand and then slightly move the right shoulder to the back of the body. Good. It might just be an internal feeling that you have rather than an actual big movement of the shoulder. Nice. Inhale, breathe all the way in, nice wide collarbones. Exhale again, maybe a lift and maybe just a slight tilt of your head. Not staying too long, another breath. And release the arms back to out wide in a T position. Now swing your left arm across and hook your right arm underneath. Very nice. Good thing about this pose is it's accessible to just about anybody. So you could grab the hand and press together. If you have a little more range, you might hook the arm a little deeper. Good. Snuggle the right shoulder down the back. Breathe in. Exhale, create some resistance between your arms. Nice. You could lift the skull with a slight tilt of the head. Breathe in. Breathe out. Staying calm. Breathe in. Breathe out. Return your head to neutral, release, and find a nice bind behind your back. Try to put the weird thumb on top, the one that feels a little strange. Yep, there it is. Okay, and then move the shoulders back and pass your hands to your right hip. That's it, and that's plenty. It could be enough right here. And if you want a little bit more sensation without going too crazy, we don't want to crank anything, pull anything. Just a nice positioning of the right shoulder head as you move it to the back of your body. Breathe in. Exhale, find some resistance of your hands together. Again, the goal is freedom, right? So breathe space into the front of your right shoulder. Maybe a tilt of the head to your right. So good. Release the bind. Bring the arms out wide again. Turn the palms to face up. Bring them slightly forward and then just reach up to the sky. One big breath. Exhale, hands to prayer. Place your hands onto the floor in tabletop so you can move anything that you're sitting on and come onto all fours here. Let's take just a little cat-cow, letting the shoulders slide down the back as you inhale. And then exhale, push the floor away. Act as if you're turning jars open to the corners of your mat with your hands. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, cat pose. Inhale, find your neutral, and then come on down to your elbows. And let's bring the palms together in prayer. Now you have the option to use your prayer hands, or you can do what I like to describe as holding a grapefruit in between the hands. So this feels better on my shoulders. Notice what feels better to you. They're pressing the hands together all the way in prayer, or imagining as if you had an orange or a grapefruit between your hands and you were pressing your fingers together. As you're here in the elbows, walk your knees back a few inches and then just bend the elbows, lifting the hands away from the floor. We're not trying to dig into a big shape right now. I just want you to inhale and press your elbows to the mat. And then exhale, strongly press your fingers together. You should feel this framing out of your shoulders and this strength in the position. And it's more stable, right? We're not looking to build so much strength here. We're just looking to stabilize the shoulders. Then from here, you might notice you could wiggle your hips up and back. You could send your hips so far back that the head comes down and the elbows might bend more. But you never stop pushing your fingers together. And if you feel that pinching in the top of your shoulders, you've gone a little bit too far. But you might just feel so amazing that you can send your hips further back, your chest starts to drop down, and your elbows bend even more. Wherever you are here, let's take another breath in. Breath out. Good, yogis. Come forward onto your forearms. Stretch your legs back behind you to Sphinx pose. So just lengthening out the front of those hips. Let's take a moment to lift the right leg up, turn the right inner thigh up, and then stretch the right leg way behind you and set it down. Same thing with the left. Lift the left leg, turn the left inner thigh up, reach the left leg way back, set it down, and press strongly into the mat with your 2 feet. Nice. Now dig the elbows down and slightly dig and pull the mat back towards you so you can climb the spine forward and up. Lift the back of the skull as you inhale, and exhale. Slowly come down onto your belly. Good. Now, when you arrive on your belly, take your right arm out to the side into a T position. Okay? So your right arm, just look at that right arm. Ensure that it is in line with your shoulder or even slightly above, but not below down here, okay? Turn your head to your left and place your left hand in the push-up position. Bend your left knee and start to roll onto your right hip. And I'm just gonna turn around for a better angle, just in case you need to see it in another way. Good. When you're in this chest opening position, it is just that, it's about the chest. So notice if your right shoulder is dumping to the floor. See if you can slide your right shoulder blade down your back. And be active in your right arm, your straight arm. Breathe in. Exhale any amount. And roll back onto your belly. Good, let's switch sides. Bring your left arm out to a T position. Turn your head to your right. Right hand is in the push-up. Bend your right knee like a shark fin. And then roll onto your left hip. Now you can see if my left shoulder is dumping to the mat, it's really not very effective here. So I want to engage the left shoulder blade down the spine. Keep the left arm active, like you're pressing into the floor with the hand. A big breath in, easy breath out. One more, inhale, lengthening your spine. And exhale, roll back onto your belly. Good, come forward onto your forearms, lift your chest like Sphinx. And we have one more yummy stretch for you here. So we're gonna take the right arm slightly forward and then thread the needle, left arm through and under the right. Now, I'll face you. So when you're here, you're threading your left arm underneath of your right arm. Now you'll crawl your right arm forward. Now even though I could go all the way down, I'm gonna be about halfway up, okay? So take a moment there. Now you have the choice to keep the back of the hand on the floor or karate chop the ground. You can press into your karate chop. Pull that left shoulder into the shoulder socket, left arm bone in the socket. Just relax the head. Over the karate chop, keeping that strong chakra action. Easy, breath out. And that's it. Let's do the, actually, I'm gonna take you into a twist. So from here, I want you to froggy your right knee off to the side. Lift the chest a little bit and roll into the twist. Taking your right arm off to a T position, opening your heart towards the sky. You have the option to just keep in a dance position, we call it like a passe, which is the right toe to the left knee, or just arrange the legs in the way that feels the best for you. I want you to breathe all the way in and relax your right shoulder down towards the mat. Do that 2 more times. Good, yogis. Roll onto your belly once again. And we'll continue with this thread the needle into the twist combination. So as you come onto your forearms, take a breath in. Exhale, we'll slide the right arm under. And if you're new, it might feel a little awkward. That's okay, embrace the weirdness, okay? We're here, stretch the left arm forward. You could come down, right? You could come down to the floor, or you could keep a little halfway lift. It just depends on what kind of feedback you're getting in your body, okay? So keep the chopping action, elbow or fingers into the floor, breath in. Chopping action, breathe out. One more, breath in. Breath out. And because it feels so good, let's move into that twist. Froggy your left knee off to the side, and then we'll just simply roll onto the back. And if you're off of your mat, it's no big deal. It's all good. You can walk back onto it, or maybe you're on carpet or somewhere you can spread out. Okay, just take a breath in. Breath out. Let's bring the attention to the left shoulder as you inhale. Audible, exhale. Beautiful. One more breath. And now we land on the back. And as you come onto your back, you are more than welcome to do any movements that feel right for you, or you can simply just notice how your shoulders feel now. Perhaps they've dropped, perhaps they've softened. Good, you're welcome to stay here in Shavasana. Or if you'd like to continue practicing with me more, visit part 2 of this practice, which is going to be all about the hips and opening the heart. So stay tuned for that. Otherwise, have a wonderful day. I hope your shoulders feel amazing, and I'll see you on the mat again soon. Namaste.